Bienvenidos al partido de hoy.
Things are bubbling up quite nicely here, a healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here, the chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
That is a brilliant interception. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Messi. Now that looks a decent ball, and he was alert to it. Searching pass he's played there. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Suarez. Yamal. That is Gallagher. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. And he's running through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez. Griezmann. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Yamal, and he's managed to get free. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Schneider receives it in a wide position. And it's Pedri. Caceres. And here's Bale. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Looking for options for movement. Now it's crossed into the middle. And he's there to deal with it. And smartly reclaimed. And this is Schneider. He's had a shot! That was a given, it always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Stood up well to him there. And here's Suarez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Pedri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, that's fabulous. Great challenge, time to perfection. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. And here's Messi.
Barcelona really do like to play the long ball.
And how does that work for them?
Well, you don't want the ball just coming back at you, Peter. You need somebody in there who'll make it stick.
Luis Suarez. And here's Messi.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Lovely. It's Luis Suarez! Well, now it's a... Oh, he's been caught napping. That's the keeper's ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Could move up a gear here. Eric Garcia makes a dash for it. Threads one in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Schneider ventures forward. Yamal looking to add to his goal. So a temporary halt to the action. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Barcelona go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Second period is on the way.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Bellingham.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Luis Suarez. Yamal. Schneider, who does have an assist to his name. Yamal. Yamal going face-to-face with his great rival. Well read, and the danger is averted.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what...
Pedri! Now, who's going to be first to this? Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And it's Cáceres. And this is Bale. Pedri. Deftly away. Gallagher. Now it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, there's a probing ball. Cucurella defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Traumeri tries one from range. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we have our very first corner. it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Eric Garcia did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. And it's Messi. Well, what about it? It's turned into a real fight to the last. Eric Garcia. Good ball, good take. And this is Schneider, showing good feet. And he's gone direct here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Yamal. Luis Suarez. Now it's Messi. Mbappe. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mbappe couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Gallagher stood his ground strongly, and the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And it's Messi. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's looking to catch him up. And here's Yamal. And here's Yamal.
Lamine Yamal really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now there's... And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And that is what they came to see, what they demanded to see. His first! And that is fabulous. A true beauty of a goal.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Barcelona leading now.
Oh, that's tremendous. They've shown it again and again in this competition. They'll fight to the very end. You have to admire them for their spirit.
Now it's Lewandowski. Gallagher out towards the flank. He's in a great position here. Eric Garcia with the clearance.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Shot a goal! Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Barcelona have been handed a game-changing chance. Courtois must save this. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! Oh, he's missed!
Not the best spot kick I've ever seen, but they've got to keep their heads up and chase this game.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Well seen, saw that. Goes for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Barcelona really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Mbappe! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And that's that. perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have gotten the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
El ganador de la camiseta oficial del equipo que sorteamos hoy será quien tenga el número de entrada que coincida con el que aparecerá en el marcador dentro de unos segundos.